Okay, Common Gamer here. I gonna do a news report video of today. I'm not gonna go exploring today because I'm gonna be busy at the time where I will be going exploring because I'm doing a 5K walk or run for the victims of the terrorist attacks that happened in the province of Nova Scotia, which is in Canada, which happened last month. Not gonna go full details of that because if you want to look it up, just search it up on Google and you'll find out. But all right, the news. I'm gonna be starting my toy movie next weekend on the 16th. I'll start some of my scenes, and on the 15th of May, I'll do an exploration video of me going to one of the schools I helped opened up in September 2000. Right now, 20 years ago, the school was still under construction. The building walls were up, but the the building wasn't even near finished until around the summertime, and then it still was being painted, and they were putting like chemicals that were dangerous to people at the time to make sure it could survive hurricanes and snowstorms and that. And they were reinforcing the walls, adding another wall to make sure it didn't fall down. And I'll be going to that school next week on Friday. And in the future, probably in the fall, I'm going to be doing a human rights project. It's put on hold, but this is it. But I'm not going to go full details of that because I don't want to get in trouble. And I was going to start that March, but unfortunately, stupid coronavirus is everywhere in the world, the COVID-19. I have survived 8 weeks of social isolation. I'll be starting my weekend, my eighth weekend of social isolation. After this will be 8 weekends, and then on Monday I start week 9 of social isolation. I still go outside, but I don't go around people, and I'm mostly been doing stuff with Zoom and that kind of stuff. And I have been ordering stuff on Amazon, and I'll be doing this toy movie. Don't worry, coronavirus is not going to stop my movie. It's still going as planned. I'm going to film some scenes, but it's going to be the middle of May next weekend, so next weekend's going to be nice and warm enough for my film to do some scenes right now. But I'm going to be mostly my filming in June, and then the remainder of my filming I will do in July, and then finish filming August, and then I will try to edit the film, see what scenes I should cut out if it didn't turn out, and what scenes I should keep and the other scenes, and I will try to do that. And I'm going to try to make more models in the future, um, and I might, and if I get my box, I will do my filming of the sinking of a cardboard ship. My other cardboard ship got thrown out because in my family they get OCD and they throw out everything they see. I have to hide a lot of my stuff that I like. Stuff I don't like, I just either give away or throw out. But yeah, and still doing my airport show. I'll be doing the season 4 finale in June, and um, and then I will order some stuff, and in the summer, hopefully I can go to the model store that I love, and I've, um, I really don't like 2020 because I miss Special Olympics, and I miss going to my social club. I've just been having a good year. January I was battling mental health, and February was, and then March I had like anxiety, panic attacks because of the virus. Last month, a terrorist attack happened, and I was scared for most of the month. This month, so far, just hasn't been good. I'm just at a point where I'm tired of this virus, and I don't really like it. And I'm still mad at Air Canada, how they didn't give back my money, and this gave me a travel voucher for a flight on them in the future. Like, I want to try out other airlines in the future, and I'm kind of disappointed and angry at Air Canada for doing that. They lose a lot of points from me, which they gained when they were kind to me, but stealing your money, that is wrong. Like my whole entire life, I was taught never to steal, don't cheat, don't steal money from people, and if you borrow money from people, give it back in the future. Or buy something that was equal of value to that money. But, yeah. And another positive note, I'm going to do my 5K for the victim family, and each Sunday, I'm eating this meal that the money goes to feed Nova Scotia, and to the food banks aren't doing so well because of the pandemic. They're not getting as many food donations as they did before. Like people would just go drive and give them food. They're not doing that now because of the pandemic. And everyone should have food, and no one in Canada should go to bed starving with the country of many resources we have in Canada. No one should go to bed starving. And the one other thing is, I am angry with the Premier of Nova Scotia because he's not giving me human rights. And once this pandemic is over, I'm going to go full range against him to get me to have human rights. That is wrong how I don't have human rights in a country that has founded a lot of human rights in the past couple decades. And yeah, like the United Nations says that every person has human rights. Doesn't matter you have disability or not, your culture, the color of your skin, the way you look. If you got burned in an accident, you still have human rights. And I don't have any of that in Nova Scotia, in this area of Canada, because the Premier of Nova Scotia, which is kind of like a governor, he doesn't care. He doesn't want to give human rights to people with disabilities. He doesn't care. Well, it's the 21st century, and I might send him for Christmas the Declaration of Human Rights Human Rights book to him, and he should read it. And I'll put a note on it saying, read this, please. But the Prime Minister of Canada, he's good, and federally I have equal human rights, but provincially I don't have any human rights, which doesn't make sense. After all, the United Nations was founded in 1945 after the Second World War ended and started writing the Declaration of Human Rights. And I don't understand why the Premier will not give me human rights. I wake up each morning and I realize that I don't have human rights because I have a disability. But I'm going to end that, and I'm going to do that human rights project, and one of these days when the pandemic's over, I'm going to have a megaphone and I'm going to go on the province house on the province house hill and start voicing that I need human rights and I don't have any because I have disability. Like, if I wanted to move out of my house, I would have to wait 10 years to get into a group home, which is not right. Because you have the right to have a roof over your head. That's one of the basic human rights. Another basic human right you have is the right to have food, the right to have clothes, the right not to wear clothes, the right to live, the right to live in a safe place, and another basic human right you have, water. And another basic human right you have is human dignity, to have friends, no one to make fun of you, the way you look, and no one to discriminate against you. Those are all the basic human rights that you have. And the right to health care, the right to dental, that's a human right. Another human right is the right to mental health. And yeah, and I just want to show you that. And recently I've been learning a little bit of sign language. I learned new things I didn't know, like this is mom, and this is dad. See? And I already knew this. Food. And I know, I think I know sorry. I forget. But, if you can't understand what I said, you can turn on closed captionings down, right there in the corner of the video, like right there. You could turn on closed captioning and it'll be in English letters. And that's how you can understand me. And, um, in the past, I've took speech therapy when I was in when I was in kindergarten, and then again in grade 8, I was in it again. And it's okay to take speech therapy because a lot of people were in speech therapy before, like Winston Churchill was, and I was, and I hopefully, if you can't understand what I'm saying, down in that corner right there, you select settings, turn on closed captioning, and whatever I'm saying will be down right there. And it'll come up through the screen right through here. See? The bottom part of the screen. And I will be doing more live videos, and the live videos I'll be doing will be my summer car. That is a hilarious simulator. It's a simulator that's back in 1995, and it's hilarious. It's in Finland, but I can't understand what the guy says because he speaks Finnish, and I wish there was English subtitles so I can understand what he was saying, because I would like to know what he says. Because most of the time when he does talk, I don't understand what he says. He only gives subtitles when he swears, but I don't want to know what he's saying when he's swearing, because I don't want to learn swear words in another language. No thanks. I'd rather learn a language that's good language in another language, not swear words. And I really am looking forward to this human rights project I'm going to do. And I can't really show it too much, but I really, really can't wait to do this, because it's always been my passion to human rights, to do some sort of project on human rights, because ever since I first learned about human rights, and like when I was in like grade 9, that's when I got my passion to do it. And it's always been a dream of mine to do it. And in the future, I'm going to try to do some drone videos. We'll try. My drone wasn't really, the camera was shaky last summer, like towards the late last summer. I'm going to try to fix that and start flying. I'll take pictures, still pictures, and make a slideshow video on YouTube. And then I'll go with filming the video. And then I will upload that. And so yeah, I've been talking for like 15 minutes. I'm going to stop this video, and this is my end of my news report. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. news report video. That's all for me for right now. Skyman Gamer saying, please comment, subscribe, and hit the like button. Hope you enjoyed this video. And it is the ending of Star Wars week.